What's going on, everyone? Cubeologist here, and as you can see, again today, we have an unboxing from Cubes4Speed. Pretty excited about this. I think it's got 3 different puzzles in it, which should be pretty fun. So let's check out the first one. I've already opened it up and taken out the paper with my address on it and stuff like that. So first off, here we have the new batch of the MeiYu. So if you guys are familiar with the MeiYu, the Kong's Design 4x4, it actually had a few issues where there was a problem with the center design and it popped a lot. And actually, this is the current state of my original one. So someone popped it at a competition and I haven't had a chance to fix it yet. So now let's see what else is in here. And what is this? Oh, I think this is the new Shengshao Legend. So this is the new budget, or whatever you want to call it, inexpensive, cheap, who knows what it'll turn out to be, but it's the new cheaper 3x3 from Shengshao. I'm excited to try that. I've heard really good things. And the last puzzle, oh, this is actually more exciting than I remembered. This is the WeiPo. So this is in the same design line as like the Weilong, and I've heard good things about this as well. So all 3 of these puzzles seem to be pretty promising, and the order I'm going to choose to open them, I'll probably start with the Legend, then go to the MeiYu, then the WeiPo. So let's get into this one. Alright, so this is new. I like this. We've been seeing it from Shengshao lately, like with the 5x5 that they just released, the Wind. It actually has good shades on it. It's kind of got some stuff on it, even though it was wrapped in plastic. But you see that it's got the kind of salmon orange, which I'm not a huge fan of. I like a little bit darker orange. But still, I really like that they are not just stock shades. But let's do some first turns. It seems a little locky. I'm getting a weird, like, yeah, there's a reverse corner cut lock that's pretty significant. Anything over that, and it seems like it completely locks right there. So over half a cubie, it's a lock. But let's see, corner cutting, not 45. But yeah, out of the box for a really cheap puzzle, it's pretty fantastic. It does feel a lot like the Chi Cell, if you guys are familiar with that. And actually feels like a little bit better plastic, but that might just be in my head. Anyway, I'm excited to try this puzzle out in the near future, and there will be a review on that, of course. So now we've got the MeiYu, and like I said, this puzzle, there was not really controversy, but there was some issues with the original batch, so hopefully this will fix the problem. I know Cubes4Speed does officially have the new batch now, so wow. First turns. That feels smooth. Now the big problem with the last one were the inner slices, and these still feel a little sluggish, but that's just out of the box. Yeah, it actually feels really sluggish. Oh goodness. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably going to need some work. Maybe it's just tight. I don't know, it doesn't seem too tight, but some sides are a little bit off. Yeah, that doesn't feel very promising out of the box, but still, I'm excited to give it a try, set it up, break it in, all that good stuff, and I will be back on that. And now for the WeiPo. I've heard some rumors that this is the quote-unquote Diane killer. Whatever that may mean, everything comes down to personal preference now anyway. But still, I'm curious to see how good this is. Alright, it feels a little bit wobbly out of the box, like it wants to move, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Let's do some turns on it. Okay. This kind of feels like what I wish the Lingpo would have been when it came out. I'm not getting any of those weird catches whenever I solve this, or just turn it. Let me do a solve real quick. I'll show you guys my poor thought process when I'm solving 2x2. So I see that, I would probably just bring this up and then turn it down. And it looks like I'll have a bar over here. So, like that. Then F sexy F prime, and I've got the blue bar still in the back. But this is where my method breaks down. So I've got a bar in the back, no bars on top. So what I would have to do is basically like a whole rotation to do the algorithm I know from the back. I need to learn it from different angles. I just don't care enough about 2x2. But more about this puzzle. This is this is pretty fantastic. Yeah, this is definitely something to look out for. I'm curious to get into the design and see what they've changed over like the Tangpo and the Lingpo, because this, as far as I can tell, has none of the catching issues that had. And look at that forward corner cutting. That's over 45. And then when you reach a certain point, it just goes the other way. So yeah, this is fantastic. But I really appreciate Cubes4Speed for sending this stuff over for me to test out. I'm glad that I can show you guys this stuff, and I'm really excited about these 3 puzzles, a 2x2, 3x3, and 4x4 that I'm not instantly disappointed with. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It helps me out as always, and I really appreciate you guys watching. You'll hear from me soon. Talk to you later. Bye. But what I want to talk about is the Diane Zanchi, and is it still a viable speed cube? But before we get into that, I wanted to thank all of you guys that watch my videos and support me, because the last series that I started, the Puzzle Spotlight, it's actually been received really well. And I just wanted to say thank you really quick for that, because starting new things is scary, and this time it's actually worked out. I've already got more puzzles lined up to be in that, so no worries, expect that every Saturday.